Hello, my name is Andre Warner. I am a student at the George Washington University in the Educational Technology Leadership Master's Program. I will be talking to you today about lessons learned in the Needs Analysis and Assessment class. The project that I undertook was to do a needs assessment for the help desk function at a large community college in central Pennsylvania. We were getting several help desk complaints from users that the texts were not responding or not being responsive in the way that the users were expecting them to be. The IT folks looked at it and said that we needed to do a reorganization of the help desk, but we decided to do a needs assessment to see if that was in fact the case. Perhaps we were not quite as informed as we would like to be in terms of what it is we needed to do going forward. So that's why we undertook the needs assessment. What we did was we conducted interviews with senior IT personnel to get their take on that. That included the director of IT, the help desk manager, the person actually in charge of running the help desk, and the person who was in charge of the specific campuses that ran the help desk personnel. We also conducted interviews with the frontline help desk techs, the people who were actually out there doing the work, since this was something that was actually sort of an indictment of how they did their jobs. We figured we needed to get input from them. And we did surveys of faculty and students who were really the people who were pushing the fact that the help desk was not working, or they did not believe that the help desk was working the way that they thought that it should be. What we learned, interestingly enough, was that assumptions are not good things. Based on what we had heard from faculty and students, we had assumed that the help desk was not working correctly and that things were not going as they should, and that turned out to be not quite the correct thing. The surveys that we put out, the most interesting thing about them was that we got pretty much zero feedback from the surveys. Once we actually gave people an opportunity to sit down and think about what it is they had been complaining about and provide us feedback, we got virtually no feedback to actually substantiate what we had been hearing. So that led us to the belief that some of the complaints may be unfounded, but we continued to press on to find out what the results would actually tell us once we looked at the data. How to apply what we learned. Publicizing of the help desk functions turned out to be the thing that we think was the most missing from this. We had a number of users who just didn't know how the help desk was structured, what help it was supposed to provide, which help desk they should actually be contacting when they had a problem, etc. The next thing that we had to focus on was expectation setting. Our users just did not seem to have the correct expectation of what the help desk was supposed to do for them. We had to focus on growing the help desk function to reflect current realities. Currently, our help desk is staffed from about 7 to 5, but our users are now doing classes 24/7. We have a large online component. We also have classes that run late into the evening, and they were not being supported by the help desk function. And additional training for the help desk staff. The interviews with the help desk staff reflected the fact that they felt that they were not adequately trained to be able to provide the vast number of support possibilities that now come in from people who are using the help desk function. The benefits of the needs analysis was the correction of assumptions. In many cases, people just assumed that they knew what was wrong, assumed that they knew how to fix it, assumed that they just knew how to take care of this problem, and nothing could be further from the truth. We decided that what the needs analysis told us was that our decision making should be data driven. It should actually be reflective of things that we could actually have data to support any of the assumptions that we were making. And basically, the number one thing that we learned from this needs analysis was do not assume. Just absolutely do not do it, because you will end up making decisions and plans and so on that just do not reflect reality. This has been a very quick synopsis of the project and the lessons learned, and I thank you very much for taking the time. Thank you.